The power of daily habits. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's English listening practice podcast. I'm very happy that you are here with me today. My name is Arpita, and this is a place where we practice English together in a simple, calm, and easy way. If you are learning English step by step, then you are in the right place. In this podcast, I speak slowly and clearly so you can improve your listening, speaking, vocabulary, and pronunciation at the same time. Today, we are going to talk about a very important topic, the power of daily habits. Have you ever wondered why some people become successful little by little? Why do some people improve their health, their studies, or their careers over time? The answer is often very simple. It is not because they are perfect. It is not because they are lucky. It is because of their daily habits. Small actions repeated every day can completely change your life. This topic is important because habits affect all parts of our lives. The way we wake up, study, eat, work, speak, and spend our free time all become habits. Some habits help us grow, while other habits stop us from reaching our goals. The good news is that anyone can build better habits. You do not need to change your whole life in one day. You only need to take one small step at a time. And remember, learning English can also become a habit. When you practice a little every day, your English becomes stronger naturally. So as you listen today, try to relax and enjoy the conversation. If you hear a new word, repeat it. If you hear a useful sentence, say it aloud with me. This will help improve your speaking confidence. Are you ready? Let's begin our journey and talk about the power of daily habits. What are daily habits? First, let's understand what a habit really is. A habit is something you do regularly without thinking too much about it. Habits become part of your routine. They are actions you repeat again and again. For example, brushing your teeth in the morning is a habit. Drinking coffee every day can be a habit. Checking your phone after waking up is also a habit. Some habits are good for us, and some habits are not very healthy. Good habits help improve our lives. Bad habits often waste our time, energy, or health. Here are some examples of good habits. Exercising regularly, reading books, practicing English every day, sleeping early, drinking enough water, eating healthy food, staying organized. And here are some examples of unhealthy habits. Spending too much time on social media, sleeping very late every night, procrastinating important work, eating too much junk food, watching videos for many hours without rest, avoiding exercise. The interesting thing about habits is that they grow stronger over time. At first, a habit may feel difficult, but when you repeat the action every day, it becomes easier and more natural. Think about riding a bicycle. In the beginning, it may feel hard and uncomfortable. But after practicing many times, your body learns how to do it automatically. Habits work in the same way. That is why daily habits are so powerful. Small actions repeated every day create big results in the future. If you study English for only 15 minutes every day, it may not seem like a lot. But after 1 year, you will know many new words, better pronunciation, and stronger listening skills. Little by little, you improve. Many people fail because they only focus on big goals. They want fast results immediately. But real success usually comes from small daily improvements. A student who studies a little every day often performs better than a student who studies only 1 day before an exam. A person who exercises regularly becomes healthier than someone who exercises only once a month. Daily habits shape our future. This is why building good habits is one of the most important things you can do for yourself. Why good habits matter. Now let's talk about why good habits are so important. Good habits help us create a better life step by step. Sometimes people think success comes from one big moment. But in reality, success usually comes from many small actions repeated consistently. For example, imagine two people. The first person studies English for 20 minutes every day. The second person studies English only once every 2 weeks for many hours. Who will improve faster? Usually, the first person will improve more because regular practice is more powerful than occasional hard work. Consistency is very important. Good habits help us stay consistent. They also reduce stress. When your life has healthy routines, you spend less energy making decisions. For example, if you always exercise at the same time every morning, you do not need to think about when to exercise. It becomes automatic. Good habits also improve our confidence. Every time you complete a positive habit, you feel proud of yourself. You begin to trust yourself more. Let's say you decide to read 10 pages of an English book every day. After 1 month, you will feel happy because you kept your promise to yourself. That feeling is powerful. Good habits also improve mental health. Healthy routines help people feel calmer and more organized. Sleeping well, eating healthy food, exercising, and taking breaks all help reduce stress and anxiety. When your habits improve, your life often becomes more balanced. Another important thing is that habits save time. Many successful people follow routines because routines make life simpler. For example, students who prepare their bags the night before school save time in the morning. Workers who plan their tasks early often become more productive. Good habits create structure in life. And structure helps us focus on what really matters. The challenge of building new habits. Now, let's be honest. Building new habits is not always easy. Sometimes we feel motivated for a few days, but then we stop. Maybe you have experienced this before. Perhaps you wanted to exercise every day, but after 1 week you became tired. Or maybe you planned to practice English every morning, but then you became busy and forgot. This is very normal. Many people struggle with habits because change takes time. Our brains like comfort and routine. When we try something new, it can feel uncomfortable in the beginning. That is why many people quit too early. But here is something important to remember. Progress is more important than perfection. You do not need to be perfect every day. If you miss 1 day, it does not mean you failed. The important thing is to continue again. Imagine climbing a mountain. If you stop to rest for a moment, you are still moving toward the top. You only fail if you completely give up. The same is true for habits. One small step every day is enough. Another mistake people make is trying to change too many things at once. For example, someone may decide, I will wake up at 5 a.m. I will exercise every day. I will stop eating sugar. I will read 2 books every week. I will practice English for 2 hours daily. This sounds exciting at first, but it can quickly become overwhelming. A better idea is to start small. Small habits are easier to continue. For example, read 1 page. Practice English for 10 minutes. Walk for 15 minutes. Drink 1 extra glass of water. Simple habits may seem small, but they create momentum. And momentum creates change. Daily habits for learning English. Now let's focus on English learning habits. If you want to improve your English, Daily practice is one of the best things you can do. You do not need to study for many hours every day. Even short daily practice can make a big difference. Let's talk about some simple English habits you can build. 1. Listen to English every day. Listening is very important because it trains your ears to understand natural English. You can listen to podcasts, YouTube videos, audiobooks, or songs. Try listening for 15 or 20 minutes every day. At first, you may not understand everything. That is okay. Keep listening. Little by little, your brain becomes familiar with English sounds and pronunciation. 2. Speak out loud. Many learners are afraid of speaking. But speaking practice is necessary for confidence. You do not need perfect grammar to speak English. You only need practice. Try repeating sentences aloud. Speak to yourself in English. Describe your day. Read simple paragraphs aloud. The more you speak, the more comfortable you become. 3. Learn new vocabulary. Learning a few new words every day can greatly improve your English over time. You can write new words in a notebook and review them regularly. But remember, do not only memorize words. Use them in sentences. For example, if you learn the word confident, make your own sentence. I feel more confident when I practice English every day. Using words helps you remember them better. 4. Read in English. Reading improves vocabulary, grammar, and sentence structure. You can read short stories, articles, or simple books. Choose materials that are interesting and not too difficult. Reading should feel enjoyable, not stressful. 5. Stay consistent. Consistency is more important than intensity. Practicing 10 minutes every day is often better than studying 3 hours once a week. Small daily habits create long-term improvement. How habits change your future. Now let's think about the future. The habits you build today shape the person you become tomorrow. Imagine 2 different futures. In the first future, you practice English a little every day for 2 years. In the second future, you keep saying, I will start later. Which future will create better results? The answer is obvious. Time passes anyway. The question is, how will you use your time? Many successful people are not necessarily more intelligent than others. Often, they simply have stronger habits. They continue practicing even when they do not feel motivated. This is very important. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel excited. Other days you feel lazy. But habits help you continue even when motivation disappears. That is the real power of habits. For example, professional athletes train regularly even when they feel tired. Writers continue writing even when they do not feel inspired. Language learners continue practicing even when progress feels slow. Over time, these small efforts create amazing results. Success is usually not one giant step. It is many small steps repeated every day. The importance of patience. One reason people give up too early is because they expect fast results. But real growth takes time. Think about planting a tree. When you plant a seed, you do not see a big tree immediately. At first, growth happens slowly underground. But if you continue watering the plant every day, eventually the tree becomes strong and tall. Learning English is similar. Sometimes progress feels slow because improvement happens little by little. Maybe today you understand 5 more words than last month. Maybe now you can speak with slightly better pronunciation. Maybe you feel a little more confident listening to podcasts. These small improvements matter. Patience is very important in language learning and in life. Do not compare yourself to other people. Everyone learns at a different speed. Some people improve quickly in speaking. Others improve faster in writing or listening. Focus on your own journey. Celebrate small progress. Every step forward is meaningful. Habits and confidence. Let's talk more about confidence. Confidence does not appear magically. Confidence grows through action. When you practice something regularly, you naturally become more confident. For example, imagine speaking English for the first time. You may feel nervous and uncomfortable. But after practicing many conversations, speaking becomes easier. The same happens with driving, sports, music, or public speaking. Practice builds confidence. This is why daily habits are so powerful. Every small action tells your brain, I am improving. Over time, you begin to believe in yourself more. And confidence changes everything. Confident people try new things. They ask questions. They communicate more openly. Confidence helps people grow personally and professionally. But remember, confidence does not mean being perfect. Even confident people make mistakes. The difference is that they continue learning instead of giving up. Creating healthy life habits. Daily habits are not only important for English learning. They are also important for your health and happiness. Healthy habits create a healthier mind and body. Here are some simple healthy habits you can practice. Sleep well. Getting enough sleep helps your brain work better. When you are tired, studying becomes harder. Good sleep improves focus, memory, and energy. Exercise regularly. Exercise is good for both the body and the mind. Even walking for 20 minutes every day can improve your health. Exercise also reduces stress and improves mood. Eat healthy food. Healthy food gives your body energy. Too much junk food can make you feel tired and unhealthy. Simple healthy meals can improve your concentration and overall health. Take breaks. Rest is important too. Working constantly without breaks can cause stress and burnout. Short breaks help your mind relax and recharge. Spend time offline. Technology is useful, but too much screen time can become unhealthy. Sometimes it is good to take a break from phones and social media. Spend time reading, walking, talking to family, or enjoying nature. Balance is important. Learning from failure. Now let's talk about failure. Many people become discouraged after making mistakes. But failure is part of growth. Every successful person has failed many times. The important thing is to learn from mistakes instead of quitting. For example, when babies learn to walk, they fall many times, but they continue trying. Eventually, they learn how to walk confidently. Language learning is similar. You will make pronunciation mistakes. You will forget vocabulary. You will sometimes feel confused. That is normal. Mistakes are signs that you are learning. If you never make mistakes, you are probably not challenging yourself enough. So do not fear failure. Use failure as a teacher. Every mistake gives you experience, and experience helps you improve. Staying motivated. Staying motivated for a long time can be difficult. So how can you continue practicing even when you feel tired? Here are some simple ideas. Set small goals. Small goals feel easier and less stressful. For example, learn 5 new words daily. Listen to English for 15 minutes. Read 1 page before sleeping. Small goals create steady progress. Celebrate progress. Be proud of small achievements. Maybe today you understood an English video more clearly. Maybe you spoke confidently in a conversation. Celebrate these moments. Progress deserves recognition. Create a routine. Practice at the same time every day. Routines make habits stronger. For example, practice English every morning after breakfast or every evening before bed. Stay positive. Some days will feel difficult, but do not speak negatively to yourself. Instead of saying, "My English is terrible," say, "My English is improving little by little." Positive thinking helps motivation grow. Final encouragement. Before we finish today's listening practice, I want to leave you with an important message. Your future is built by the small things you do every day. Daily habits may seem small now, but over time they create powerful changes. Do not underestimate small progress. Even 5 minutes of English practice matters. Even one new word matters. Even one short conversation matters. Success is not about being perfect. Success is about continuing. Some days will be easy. Some days will feel difficult. But every step forward counts. So keep practicing. Keep learning. Keep believing in yourself. You are stronger and more capable than you think. And remember this: every expert was once a beginner. Every fluent English speaker once struggled with simple words and sentences. Growth takes time. But if you continue practicing consistently, your English will improve. Little by little. Day by day. Step by step. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope this listening practice helped you improve your English and also inspired you to build better daily habits. Remember, learning English is not only about grammar and vocabulary. It is also about patience, confidence, consistency, and believing in yourself. You do not need to become perfect overnight. You only need to keep moving forward. So continue practicing every day. Continue listening. Continue speaking. And most importantly, never give up on yourself. Your hard work today can create a brighter future tomorrow. Thank you again for listening. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing in your journey. You've got this.